Hi everyone. Provident has been involved in various CPF initiatives since the early 2000s. In 2004, which was just a few years after the company started, we were asked by CPF Board to be the external consultant to develop the CPF retirement planner and the retirement calculator. Today, the retirement calculator is still being used by CPF on their website. Sometime in 2007, I was invited to sit on the CPF Life industry panel to discuss about the impending launch then of the new CPF Life. And that was a very exciting period because it was a new annuity that was supposed to be sort of like an enhancement of the CPF, the old CPF minimum sum or CPF retirement sum scheme. And then of course, in 2014, many of us will remember the tough period whereby we have activists whom said that CPF is the way whereby the government would want to withhold money from us. And there were some that even sort of like blame our government for embezzling the CPF monies. Those were tough days. It was also during that time in 2014 that I was invited to sit on a 13-man CPF advisory panel to look at the various CPF schemes and suggest to the government on how we can improve those schemes. But things changed from 2016 onwards. The opinions on CPF were different as compared to the earlier days. I remember in the earlier days when we were advocating the use of CPF for retirement planning, when I was doing a lot of talks, when I was asked by media to provide comments on CPF, many people were actually upset. I remember that I was on the street one day and there were people from the public, there was a guy from the public, to be specific, who approached me and asked whether I work for the CPF board. And when I said that I do not, they asked me why then do I speak so well for CPF. I even had a relative who advised me not to speak for the government, just in case I get myself into trouble. But it is not because I am pro any party or I support any party outwardly, but rather it is because I really believe in the CPF schemes, and I believe that CPF is a good pillar, it's an important pillar of our retirement planning. And like I said, today the sentiments have changed. People are very supportive of the CPF schemes. The conversations have changed from when I can take out my money to how I can put in more, and I really give credit to the CPF board for their educational effort. Despite that, CPF remains a complex and complicated scheme for people to understand. Although there are a lot of information on the website, it is not easy to find them, and I've always dreamed that one day I would be able to write a book not just explaining the CPF schemes in an easier way for laymen to understand, but also to provide financial guidance. But I could never find time to do this and undertake this project. So I was really overjoyed when my colleague from Haven, Zhe Liang, he agreed to do this project. And as a result of this, very soon we are going to launch our CPF eBook. It is a guidebook. It's not just a book that talks about the features of CPF. It is not just a book that explains how the various schemes work, but it is a book that is going to provide you with financial guidance on how you can make use of CPF to plan for your retirement. So we'll be launching this book on National Day as part of our celebration for our country's 60th birthday, as well as to celebrate CPF Board's 70th anniversary. I'm really looking forward for the book to be launched, and I encourage you, look out for this ebook, download it, read it, share it with your friends so that you can better plan for your retirement.